Some of celebs pull up local. You know we up next, pull up mofos. They gon' be there on repeat, they like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. Photo now, photo now, photo now. But for now, I'm local. But for now, I prefer the beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud.
Yes, my peoples, man, big up yourself, man. Big up the whole Metric community. Smash the likes on your way, and you know we're always here. Man United off. We've got a match day today. You know we're going bananas. Newcastle. Can we keep up this unbeaten run as it end today? We'll see. You get me? There's loads going on, as we know, as we always go. Look at this, though. Steven Gerrard came out on TNT yesterday. And, of course, you got a Liverpool game against Wolves. Nothing to do with us. But, of course, they're going to come and talk about us. So they've asked him about Carrick, and he goes on and says, listen, if this form continues, they will have a difficult decision not to keep him. So, obviously, that's on Carrick. If we carry on winning, I think he's kind of right, to be honest. But it's just a bit weird, isn't it, that they're asking him that at a Man United, at a Liverpool game, sorry. So it is where it is. But these pundits are all going crazy anyway. As you can see, Gerrard saying what he's saying. We've had my man from TalkSport or O'Hara. He's just come out. I wouldn't rule out Man United winning the league next season. This just came out. O'Hara has praised the job that Carrick is doing at Man United, and he believes that he can have them challenging next season if he basically gets a few more signings. Bro, they're just jumping the gun and they're going crazy. And they say all this stuff, and in the moment you lose one game, they go crazy on you anyway. So don't just take them with a pinch of salt, bro. I don't ever take them serious, bro. I'll be real. But that's what's going on here. So the pundits are all losing their head. Man United's going to do this, they're going to do that. Give my man the job, blah, blah, blah. We're taking it one step at a time. That's all I'm going to say. So just take that with a pinch of salt. Don't get too gassed beyond what they're on. You might have your perspectives on Carrick already. Some of you lot might want him to stay. Some of you lot might not want him to stay. Who knows? But we'll see. So we're going to kick it off, man, and we're going to talk about exactly what's going on, man. Obviously, yesterday we had this talks about Bruno Fernandes. 400K a week deal is what we might offer him to stay, because you know he's at the latter end of his career now, where he needs to get his big contract and chill. The next deal that Bruno gets, that's the last deal for him. So if he goes to Saudi and gets a contract where he gets a 600K a week, whatever, that's going to be his last deal. As you can see, he's 31 years old. September's his birthday. And yeah, man, this is it. He's one more deal, and then that's it. You got Salah and Van Dijk on 400K. You see what they're putting up with at Liverpool. Crazy. But Bruno Fernandes, man, he's definitely the best. People are saying he's probably the best player in the Premier League this season. Definitely the best midfielder. Look at that. Greens and blues is the best. Your player, you don't ever want him in the reds. The reds is the worst, and orange is average. So as you can see, Everton, he weren't all that average. Against Aston Villa, he came off after 45 minutes. So you can't judge him anyway. But every other game that he does 90 minutes or whatever, look at him. He's on a different thing. And even against Burnley, he got an assist, has to come off because he just came back from injury. This guy is a different kettle of fish, man. So big up the boy Bruno. He's finally getting his recognition, finally getting his ratings, etc. So he's finally, people are seeing what he's worth. So that's the things with Bruno. He's going to get a new deal because we want him to stay, and he wants to stay himself anyway, because he's saying, bro, Champions League, I want to stay. I love Man United and I want to win something. So we'll see what happens with the boy Bruno. Obviously, there's stuff about Kobe's new contract. It's been stalling for a minute. It was more stalling because of Amrin, but now everyone's more relaxed. Everyone it's not really too much to bother about. It's going to happen regardless. He wants to stay. Man United want him to stay. But there's going to have to be a compromise and rare. So nothing too mad. We had some talks about Tyler Adams. That was 23 hours ago. So basically, he's come back from injury. He got injured against us at Old Trafford, which is crazy. But since he's come back, we're monitoring him. And I can't see him being on the big list. We've seen the big list. Who's on the big list? Anderson's, Beliebers, Wharton's, Gomez. He's probably just, if we get our two midfielders and then Ugarte was to go, maybe we go out there and get Tyler Adams as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Someone with a bit of legs, and because we got Champions League and we're trying to be our best in all competitions, maybe we do that and then we just bring him through. That's maybe what it is. Bayern there, obviously, he's going to go regardless, but we didn't let him go in January. January, we could have let him go and we would have had no backup. Say Lamens goes down injured or something. No backup. So we said, Bayern there, we'll let you go, but not just now. So summertime, he's definitely missing. We don't even have to think about it. He's definitely one of them that's going to go through the door and he's missing. Like, we don't even remember. I don't even remember that he plays for us sometimes. Do you understand? I can't remember the last time we even had to say his name, which is a very, very good thing. So we'll see. This is the scout that we ended up getting. Lobby Whitwell came out here, broke the news yesterday that we got a new scout that used to do little things with Tottenham, and then he ended up leaving Tottenham, and then he was a free agent, and then we picked him up. So everyone's going to say he's an ex-Tottenham scout, and people are saying Tottenham's relegation. And no, he left Tottenham before, but he's 75 years old. And basically, he's known for bringing in little young gems for 1.8 million, and the same price we got Heaven for 1.5. That's what he's known for. So if we was already doing that before he even came through the door, to add him in, why not? That's just another person that's going to bring us some more good eyes and scouts and sources that he would have potentially brought to Tottenham or wherever. Now he's bringing it to us. Look at this geezer now. We've been looking at this guy for a minute. When I type in his name, you'll see Nmecha. It's come up a few times in the space of like, what, 5 months or something. His name has come up a few times, but it's always been Man United, Brighton. Look at this. Look, December 17th. Manchester United and Tottenham are making concrete inquiries for Cone winger Saeed Nmecha. Both clubs have asked the German side of their willingness to negotiate and indicated they're willing to offer around 30 to 40 million euros. So this is us looking at him, 17th of December. And then you had Christopher Michel, who is very reliable. Michel, he comes out with bombers all the time. He said, of course, as a player to watch for the Premier League, Man United are one of the clubs interested in him. They already had him on their radar when he was playing for Victoria Cone. He used to be with Garnacho's agency, an exciting player. So remember, this is when we're looking at Semenyo, alternative to Semenyo. People are guessing in the thing because we were looking at Semenyo at the time when Semenyo was more looking like he was going to go to City. This is someone we're looking at, Nmecha. So like I said, we've been linked with him a few times, and now it's come out again. Brighton are preparing a summer move for him, and he's obviously been linked with us and Liverpool. So I don't know. Something could come from that. We obviously do want a left winger. He is a left winger. I'm sure he is, yeah, because he was Semenyo times, right? So I don't know what's going to happen with this geezer, man, but he's another one that we just got to look at and know he's on the list. And look, Michel came out and said that on the 19th, and then we had Liverpool, Anfield sector. This has nothing to do with us. They put that on their own thing. Liverpool have watched Yan Diamande and Nmecha, so they were watching him. Simon Jones told them that, and as you can see, so we've been linked with him for a minute, man. From March all the way to December, his name keeps coming up with Manchester United. So it's another one for everyone to take a look at and just pre and see if anything comes from it. But I don't know, man. I'm not really gonna go off anything too mad with him. Then we've got this stuff about Coyote. Man City are ready to battle Man United and other top sides for Coyote. Apparently, we're preying him. Obviously, we want a little left back or right back. We don't know which one we're going to go for yet. It depends how they see Dorgu. If they see Dorgu as a solidified left back, maybe Luke Shaw could be his backup. Maybe they might not go for a left back. Right back, we've got Mazzarawi that can be a backup. But how do they see Dalot? They might say, yeah, let's get rid of Dalot. Let's get a Coyote, and then Mazzarawi can play up backup or whatever. But there's been a few talks. But remember, Coyote's been making a bit of noise just this season. Obviously, he came through to Brentford this season. He's been doing the long throws, but I think he's actually a good player as well. But this came out on the 7th of February as well. Like I said, I always show you if there's more links to something. I don't ever want to bring you something that's just the first time it's been sold. That just shows it could be anything. When there's more links and it's kind of conjuring, that's when I like to show you what's going on. Man United have joined the race for Leipzig, Coyote. They want 50 million apparently. This is what Graham Bailey was saying in February the 7th. And then now, as you can see, it's gone up a bit more where we're keeping close tabs on him. So nothing that we're going to bid for him or anything. We're just keeping close tabs. But he's a good player. He's an aerial threat. I know he had a little own goal the other day and a deflected goal. He had a little bad day the other day against Burnley. But he's a good player. You get it? And the way this whole league is turning into this set-piece thing, etc. Even if they change the rules next season, to still have that long throw under your belt will still help out. That's basically a corner kick. So we'll see what happens with the boy Coyote, man. But we're linked with him. Man City apparently as well. Bruno Fernandes, this geezer. It's just getting boring now, reading out his stats. Like, what is the point? Like, we just do it all the time now. There's always something he's topping. And as you can see, he's the highest rated midfielder in the Premier League this season. I think he's the highest rated player. Only it's him, Haaland, and someone else. That's how mad it is. But bruv, I'll be real, it's getting boring, man. Every time I turn my head, there's another stat about him, about something. Created chances. It just doesn't stop. That it's just boring now. Look, this came out yesterday as well. He's won the most player of the weeks. Like, no one's won it as much as him. Player of the week, he's won it 4 times. Like, no one ain't even really posting this stuff anymore because it's just like, it's just normal procedures now. So big up the boy Bruno. It is what it is. Eddie Howe came out and said some stuff. He's bigging up the whole team. I think Man United recruited very well, really well. They are outstanding players. They are players we were aware of in the summer, of course. So well done to them. For us, I'm really happy with the players we got. No, you're not. Let's be real. You're basically saying we wanted them. They chose to diss us and go to Man United. And we just settled for whatever. You got Alanga that's got 1 goal all season. And that 1 goal is literally thing. That 1 goal that Alanga scored was in the Carabao Cup where they got knocked out anyway. So you're not happy with the players that you got. But he has to say that, innit? He has to give them confidence. Walter Maida, they're not really rating him. The fan base has changed on him. It's just a bit mad over there. So it is where it is. But we'll see what happens, my peoples, man. But we'll move on from that anyway. This is one of the young boys, Kokonki. He's one of the players that the FA want to keep a close eye on with a view of a potential call-up with the youth team. So this is the England. I know he's Congolese. He can play for the Congolese team if he wants to as well. But because he's so physical for his age, they're trying to keep him local and saying, yeah, we need you in our team. So they're keeping a close eye on him, man. Good on him, man. This is one of the biggest upgrades you'll ever see in your life, bro, when you look at this. Onana to Lamans, Anthony to Mbumo, Garnacho to Cunha, Hoyland to Sesko, Amrin to Carrick, Suffering to unlimited enjoyment, 15th to 3rd. What a beautiful time to be alive. Bro, we just need to keep it up, bro. Like, I can't even... Remember, we didn't even lose that much under Amrin in the latter stages. It was loads of draws. We kept conceding. Now we're just winning. We're getting it through the line. We're holding on. We're making it happen. So it's a different feeling. The way I'm looking at Arsenal fan, this is how it feels to win every game. Like, this is crazy, this feeling that man's got right now. Like, you go into every game thinking you should find a way. Even today, Newcastle's a hard place. Even with their form and they've lost their last 3 games at home. Everton, Brentford, and Man City. The last 3 times they lost at their home in Premier League. Literally, it's still a hard game to go to, especially St. James Park. For us as well, we don't really find it well there. But, bro, that's a massive improvement. Left, right, and centre, man. And that gives us faith to know that in the summer, when we go out there and we let go of Casemiro, maybe Ugarte goes, Xerxes, we can only go and get better players. Do you know what I'm saying? And it gives a lot of people an insight. Take your time as well, because Sesko came in, didn't hit the ground running. Everyone was kind of dissing him. You saw the pundits guy, man. I'm going to show you some of the pundits. They've all changed their tune now. Do you know what I'm saying? So give some of these players time. Lamans came in, conceded a few goals, a few screamers. People were like, oh, we're not sure. Now look at him. Stable, calm. Who else? Dorgu came in. I was one of the guys, one of the critics. I was dissing Dorgu a bit. He's always underhitting, overhitting passes. I was onto him. Switched it up. He made me shut up. So we got to give these guys a little bit of time, man. We're moving a bit mad, you get me? So we'll see. But cool. Obviously, we got these... Rich Frey's a bit of a weirdo. He always tries to make stories bigger than it is. Like, he tried to say, look, Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw will have a late fitness test. Blah, blah, blah. Bro, we already knew, like, they were sick. They came off. They should be okay for the game. Everyone's more or less said it, but he tried to make it seem like it's something bigger than it isn't. We'll see. It's going to be a big thing. Maybe because he tries to keep a little story for the next day. Maybe that's where it is. I don't know. But we'll see. This came out, obviously, today by the boy James Ducker. Ducker, reliable. He always comes out with his little news. And he said, listen, Man United are expected to be in the market for a left winger this summer. That was evident anyway. We went in for Semenyo. Everyone knew it. All the reports about Yan Diamande's been going crazy. Then we've been getting linked with Gordon. We're getting linked to Njai. We know we want a left winger. But now it's just becoming more certified. And Carrick himself has gone into the... Carrick himself has gone into the press conference and literally said, yeah, we might end up going for a left winger, which obviously says, and he's not even the manager, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, he's not even promised to be here long term, and he's already saying that. So we've got that. Samuel Lockhurst has come out and said the same thing. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Look at that. Samuel Lockhurst has come out and said the same thing. Left-sided player in the summer. So the winger thing is looking mad. We're looking like we're going to get a left winger. It's just about who now. Who is going to be this winger? That's the question. Do you know what I'm trying to say? There's Yan Diamande. People have got this Liverpool stuff with him. We don't know what's going to happen. There's Anthony Gordon, as you're going to see right now. Njai, El Mala. There's options galore. People are talking about Somerville. I don't know. We'll see. But look at this. This is Simon Stone. Works for the BBC, knows a thing or two, and he's came out and said the left wing position remains a key area of concern, highlighting ongoing issues in recruitment strategy. Critics suggest Ruben Amorim could have managed Garnacho's situation more effectively, though he has struggled for consistent impact since moving. Despite tight budgets and club-wide cost-cutting, United chased Semenyo. Obviously, he picked City, but Amorim wanted the money to go to someone else. So go and get someone else. He wanted us to just basically panic. And that's not how they're trying to do things anymore. They're not trying to move panicky. If we miss out on someone, we'll just chill out. You saw what happened with our striker situation. We missed out on the lap. We brought Cunha in. That was our first signing. We wanted the lap, missed out on him. We went for Mbeumo. Went for a whole different position. We'll go for that position after when the time comes. That's how they're moving. That's what they ended up doing with Sesko. When the time came, we grabbed him. So they didn't want to go in for a left winger because Yan Diamande weren't even for sale. And if he is for sale, they was asking for 100 million anyway, which is crazy. They might not even get Europe. So he just goes on to say basically that we've been linked to Yan Diamande, who is 70 million valuation. They're all saying different prices. 85 million pounds is 100 million euros. Some are saying he might be 65 if they don't get Europe. He's saying 70 million. And we have some loosely connected to Anthony Gordon, though firm interest is unconfirmed. Priority lies with signing at least one or two central midfielders, giving Casemiro's exit and Ugarte's minimum role. Ugarte's are missing. Fabrice already came out and said what he said about Ugarte. He said he's definitely gone, more or less. He's got very good chances of leaving. You got Turkish teams that are in for him. Galatasaray wants him. He suits a Galatasaray, a team that he's just going to go around kicking people, aggressive team like that. That's where Ugarte actually suits. And as you can see from here, so I reckon we do end up going for a left winger and two midfielders regardless. Because remember, there was these talks. I think it was Ben Jacobs that came out and said, "Yo, we still haven't replaced Eriksen. Eriksen left. We haven't replaced him. Casemiro's leaving now. So that's why United are going to go for two midfielders. And then obviously, if Ugarte ends up going, that's a third midfielder we might end up going to get now. So who knows, man? But we'll see. But when it comes to the left wingers, of course, we've got Cunha, but Cunha plays a lot in the middle. He likes to be in the middle. He likes to drift into the middle. He's more like a 10. And that's what they're saying, that Amorim basically sold all of our wingers to have 10s. And now Amrin's gone. We need wingers. And we've got 10s, which is a bit mad. But yeah, man, we're obviously going to go there and do it. And then we can have a bit of depth. And you got the fan base going a bit mad anyway already. Like, oh my God, Ahmad, where does Ahmad play? And Sesko. You got to have depth, bro. Look at all of these teams. Arsenal's and Man City. They've got Foden hasn't even started a game. I couldn't tell you the last time Foden started a game. Some of the fan base would be like, start Cherky. My man don't start Cherky. Puts him on in the 70th minute. Mamouche and all of these guys, you don't see them sometimes. Savino, like, they've got depth where you don't know who's going to play. We got to get used to this. I know it's something new, but when we go out there in the summer and we buy a left winger, it's going to get even more madder. Someone like Cunha and Ahmad might be on the bench at the same time. And a striker. If Xerxes goes, we go and get another striker, like a 40 million something. He might be on the bench at the same time as Cunha and Ahmad. We got to get used to this and snap out of this. Everyone's always crying when, their favourite player, becoming some player FC thing. Oh, why is he not playing Ahmad? And it's stupid, man. Let's get out of that. So it is what it is. So that's the left wing situation. It's looking like we're going to get one. We just don't know who it's going to be. We'll find out soon. Samuel Locker just spoke about it. Simon Stone and Ducker. That's 3 different reports today, all on the left winger situation, as you can see. So we'll see what happens, man. This is some talks about Mason Mount. He's injured galore, bro. We need to get rid of the skeezer. Some talks came out about him yesterday, or was it the day before, that Fulham might end up spending 30 million on him. But he's, as you can see, like, he's on 200K. Is he on 200K? 200K a week. We're going to have to take a financial hit, 100%. This guy's injured again. And what we keep doing now, I don't know why Man United keep doing this. I don't know if they're trying to, like, make these players not seem injury prone or something, but these players keep getting injured and we won't just tell the truth. Like, oh, you know what? He's out for 2 months. All we keep doing is, it's not nothing serious. It'll be 1 or 2 weeks. And then they'll be out for 2 months anyway. Martinez is out. They said it's nothing serious. He might even be back for Palace. Bro, we're literally playing another game, bro. It's a week, 2 weeks later. We're playing another game and we still can't see the geezer. Just tell us the truth. They keep doing this PR thing. It's like they don't want to let it be known what it is for some weird reason. I don't know. But Mount seems to be injured. They said it was nothing. He's still injured all now. What is going on? But this came out yesterday. As you can see, Footy Insider came out and said Fulham are one of the several Premier League teams interested in Mason Mount, and they're eyeing a £30 million move for the midfielder. I don't know. I can't see us selling him for 30 mil. Maybe a 20, 25. We'll take a little hit on it, no problem. But, bro, we need to kind of get rid of him. In the Amrin system, we saw how he was pressing. He scored a few good goals, Atletico Bilbao at home, and thank you, bro. But come on, he gets injured a lot. Luke Shaw was the one that was getting injured the most, and he's played every single game. So you got to big up Luke Shaw. Mount, obviously injuries not on you, innit? You can't control your body, so man can't pull it on him, man can't blame him. But if we can get rid of him, get rid of him. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So there's these talks about Fulham will pay the money. I don't know if Fulham will pay the money, but then again, you got to think about Fulham. They kind of buy players like that anyway. Look, he's 27. He's just turned 27 Mount. His transfer value is 29 million. Look at that. He's barely been playing anyway. When we have had him, we ain't even been thinking that he's there. Look, Arsenal and Man City, that's Carrick's first games. That's the first. Look at that. Like, man ain't seen him since. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He's barely got, remember, he came off for 1 minute, scored the goal, the third goal, and then it got ruled out for offside. He's not really been about since my man's gone. This is obviously since Amrin got sacked. Leeds, where is he? He ain't even here for Leeds. Where's Leeds? He didn't even play at Leeds. So he was injured then or something. This is what I'm saying, man. I can't deal with him, man. It's crazy. But we'll see what happens with Mason Mount, man. I like him. He's a cool guy, of course. But he's still got a knock. We don't know what the knock is. But every single minute, he's injured, then he's not. He's injured, then he's not. And the reason why I think Fulham is the only team that actually could take him, where it actually could be reliable, is Fulham buy players that are injured. They do that. They buy players that go through it in their club, the injury thing. They bought Smith Rowe. You saw them buy Smith Rowe. Look at that. Smith Rowe was injured a lot at Arsenal. My Arsenal friend said to me, yo, we got to sell him because he's injury prone. No problem. Oscar Bob just came back from a long injury. We will take him, bring him to us. They don't care about that. So any player that's going through some injury stuff, Fulham will say, yeah, bro, just send him to us. Willian and them man there. We don't care. Bring him. So I don't know if it's a Marco Silva effect or it's just Fulham in general. They're just on that where they will take a man. Even Reece Nelson. Reece Nelson was getting injured a lot in at Arsenal. He had a few injury problems. And they said, yeah. We will take Reece Nelson. We want him. Boom, 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 boom. But then obviously he ended up going to Brentford. So you know what I'm trying to say? But bro, so I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with him in a minute. But Fulham apparently want Mason Mount. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, bro. Like, everyone keeps saying midfield overhaul it properly. Casemiro goes, Ugarte goes, Mason Mount, and bring 3 new players, or 4 maybe. And then let's go and try something different. It is what it is. We got these talks about the boy Nagelsmann. Look at this now. Obviously, no one knows who the manager's going to be. I thought the top pick was obviously Tuchel. I think everyone else thought that. Because when we tried to sack Ten Hag after the FA Cup final, Tuchel was the main man that we're looking at and speaking to. And then obviously, of course, he chose not to take the job for whatever reason. And then since then, Carrick's been the only guy doing what he's doing. Tuchel signed a new contract. Ancelotti signed a new contract. Nagelsmann is the only guy left. Everyone's kind of split on Nagelsmann because some people are saying, yo, that's the same as getting Amrin. You're getting the best guy that is in his tenure, in his prime, from abroad. Is he going to come and make it happen? And then there's some people saying, no, get Nagelsmann. Trust me, he's going to be the guy. He plays 4 at the back. He can switch it up. He's a tactician. He's the best, etc. And then when you look at Pep and Klopp, they both didn't have Premier League proven on their record when they came to the Prem. Klopp and Pep, they never had that anything. Even Sir Alex Ferguson, bro. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So a lot of the managers that's come, so it is where it is. So the argument goes both ways. Some people will be like, you know what? Don't fix what's broken, what isn't broken. Carrick is here. He's doing a good job. Just keep Carrick, which goes without saying. So I don't know, man. But Nagelsmann is definitely a flashy name. And if Carrick wasn't doing as good as he's doing, I think everyone would have been on this. Like, yeah, just get Nagelsmann. Let's try it out. I'll give it a try at least. But because Carrick's doing so well, people are like, no, there's no point. You're going to go out there. So I don't know. You don't let me know what you don't think about Nagelsmann. I rate Nagelsmann, but he hasn't got the Premier League experience. And this is one thing that they're looking at as well, apparently. They want someone that's Premier League proven. That's why we looked at Tuchel, Ancelotti, Poch is on that list. I don't know why. He looks like he's Spurs bound. De Zerbi's on that list because of the Premier League proven. Like, you know the teams are ready. You understand the league. And the last thing you want to do is get Nagelsmann in, give him a year. He don't understand the league. He's going to play Brentford or something, and all he's doing is putting the tallest centre-backs like Amrin done. He got us, who did he put on that? De Ligt, Shaw, and Maguire, our slowest centre-backs in the back three. And then we got moved to because Brentford had runners. You know what I'm trying to say? Because he doesn't understand the league, stuff like that. So this is what I'm trying to say, man. Nagelsmann has turned his attention. He's showing interest into the Man United move, and agents putting his name forward for the role. Has now turned his attention to a vacant United hot seat, making sure that he's in the mix. Obviously, nothing's going to come out now blatantly because they've got the World Cup. So if he was to sign for Man United before, then obviously it would come out. And if they acted up in the World Cup for Germany, if they got booted out in the group stage, they'll be like, it's all your fault. Your mind's at Manchester. You don't care about us. So nothing would come out before the World Cup anyway. So these little reports, you take it with a pinch of salt, but sometimes it does mean something that, there are things going on in the background. And remember, that's Vivel's dog. Christopher Vivel, who deals with our recruitment and whatnot, he's dogs with Nagelsmann. They're proper mates. He got a Sesko. He could put in a little word and say, yo, well, go get you someone, Nagelsmann. He plays a 4 at the back and all of that. Don't worry about all that. He's the hottest property right now, but then it's like Wilcox can say he ain't got the Premier League proven stamp. I don't know. So we'll see, man. I don't know. Eddie Howe's come out and said a few stuff. Carrick has a long association with the club, and his impact since stepping in as head coach has been incredible. Our recent matches has been closely fought, and with a squad packed with talent and dangerous players, we know how a big challenge we have on our hands tonight. Yeah, you better know Eddie Howe, bro, because we're gonna trust me. Yeah, we're on to you lot tonight. I'm not scared of them lot like that, man. I'm just scared of the atmosphere and all of that and how they make it that the players, because they're going through such a downward spiral over there, that the fans are going to be more on them. Because remember, they like counter-attack football. They want to go to Man United or Man City and Liverpool and play that counter-attack. But because you're at St. James's Park, you've got to try to break us down now. And that's not his game. He's a counter-attack manager. So this is where it gets a bit techie for him and us, because it's like they're going to have to try something different. So we'll see what happens. I've got some more quotes on Eddie Howe when he speaks about the situation. So we'll see. I'll show you like that in a second. Smash these likes as well, man. I'm going to get these comments in a minute, man. Smash these likes, my peoples. Obviously, Maguire has recovered from his illness and due to being United squad. I'm going to show you about Maguire's case. He's obviously got whatever. You've probably seen it. We're going to get into it anyway. But he's in the squad tonight. So regardless, they might give him some mad chance. Yo, you're going to jail or something, but he's cool. And he's going to weather the storm. He's a professional. So it is where it is. But he's with the squad and he's travelled. Aiden Heaven did put on his Instagram the little Man United versus Newcastle. So I don't know if Maguire starts though. That's the crazy thing about it, because why would Aiden Heaven put that up and he's never put it up? He never puts up Man United preview Newcastle because he doesn't ever start. So he might be starting. Who knows? We'll see. Or maybe because of Martinez, because of the Euro situation. But then again, Newcastle's got some fast wingers. So if Carrick is smart, you would have someone like Euro on that field. And as you can see, Maguire found guilty of non-serious assault, handed, suspended, 15-month sentence reduced from original 21 months. Man United player expected to launch an appeal. The court case against Maguire involves allegation of aggravated assault, resisting arrest, and attempted bribery stemming from 2020 brawl on the Greek island of Mykonos. So this happened ages ago, 6 years ago. He was trying to defend his sister. He ended up getting into something with someone, and then it just went mad. They found out he's a footballer. It was onto him, trying to nick him and get money off him. This is what was put out there. But he's been found guilty a few times of this. He keeps appealing, so they keep longing it off. That's why it's gone on for so long, because he keeps appealing it, saying, bro, I'm innocent. You've gone mad. And obviously in that Greek island, he thought like they were bumping him because it's like, you lot don't do things properly over here. Let me get it out somewhere else. So I don't know what court he's gone to now, but he's got it out somewhere where he doesn't even have to be there. So it's not the most serious anyway. But even so, he's got a 15-month sentence, which is a suspended anyway. So suspended means if he does something in 15 months, then he could potentially go jail or whatever. If he doesn't do nothing in 15 months, it basically goes away like nothing ever happened. So it's nothing mad anyway, but he's still trying to appeal it, saying, nah, I ain't having that. Appeal it again. So maybe he is innocent where he don't want that on his record and he don't want to be known by that, etc. Or maybe he's just, I don't know. He just thinks that he can win it, or there's something in it that's a bit mad in the evidence where he's sitting there and going, nah, bro, I'm not having this one here. I'm going to keep appealing it. It's been going on for 6 years, man. You must be tired a bit sometimes, but it's not nothing he's going to end up in jail for. It's a non-serious matter, so it's calm. It's not nothing mad anyway. So it is where it is. Let's get into Nmecha now. There's these talks about this Nmecha geezer, bro. This guy, I wasn't taking him serious at first. Like I said, I bring you lot everything here from different journalists. So 1 minute someone will come and say something about a player. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't know about this. I'll tell you lot straight. I think this is cap. This geezer, we're linked with him so much now that I think there's something might be there. Like this guy might be the next best thing because I've never really watched him like that. I've watched him a little there and there, but he hasn't looked amazing to me. But Dortmund fans love him. When I watch the Dortmund fans and what they say online about him, oh my God, we get to watch Nmecha play football today and crazy. But look at this. Man City have entered the race for Felix Nmecha, joining Man United and Chelsea in showing interest in City's involvement stemmed from recent contract with Nmecha's new English agency. So basically, Man City's joined the race. Yeah, Chelsea's been tracking him. We've been tracking him for Casemiro. And obviously, Jason Wilcox used to work with him at Man City. So, of course, we've got a link in there where somebody knows him from somebody knows him from the past. And this is what we do. This is what Jason Wilcox tried to do with Delap, the same thing. We knew Delap from the past. Yo, I can get us someone for 30 million. It's an opportunity. But like I said, this ain't the only time we've been linked with him. And this is what I like to do. Every time we get linked with someone, I like to show you how far back we've been linked with him and how much times, so that you can kind of get in your head like, raw, are we really in for him or not? And as you can see from here, Jason Wilcox has known him from the Man City Academy, 21st of March 2025. 50 million euros. That's all they wanted at that time. Last year, this time last year, literally March. Yeah. So we've been linked with him from last year, this time. And then you can see from here, January this year, Tottenham and Man United have got him. And that's Boud. Boud is very good for German news, on and off. Sometimes they'll give you some stuff and they don't lead to nothing. Sometimes they tell you the realness. They told us the realness when it came to Sesko, De Ligt and Mazarawi, because they were all part of German clubs. And so is he. So look at that. The Bundesliga side are unlikely to let the player leave for 60 million euros, less than that. Man United and Chelsea, Sky Germany's come out and said that on the 22nd of January. So things keep building up about this guy, bro. I don't understand. Look, 24th of January, Man United have shown interest in Nmecha. It's every minute. And this is when it started to hit English media now. Because before, you'll get it from Bow, that's in Germany, caught offside, who knows where they're from. And then Nathan Salt, who is certified when it comes to United news, he started talking about it. And he said, listen, on the short term, guys that we might just get now in January, they can get us through the line. João Gomez, Tyler Adams, Ndidi, and Ruben Neves have all come up in conversation. Nmecha is another name that was floated by a well-connected German source. So this has hit the English media. Nathan Salt's reliable when it comes to us. So this is what I'm saying, that this is nothing new, bro. Like, I don't know what's going on with this geezer, but as you can see, every day or so or month, his name will come back up. 4th of March. This is today's news. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And then look at this. Sky Germany, February the 22nd. Manchester United are eyeing Felix Nmecha as part of their summer rebuild. He's expected to cost around £52 million. Why? Why are we so linked with him? February the 25th. Boud comes out again. Man United plan for significant midfield overhaul this summer, and they want him. So that's Sky Germany, and you've got Boud. They're both good for German news. And then today, you've obviously got Man City's joined the race as well. Remember, he's part of Man City's academy. So are they going back for someone that was in their academy? Who knows? But remember, they got their eyes on Anderson as well. But we keep being linked with him. That's my point. So something might actually be brewing because it's coming from sources all over the place. Nathan Salt, he knows a thing or two. He don't really gas Nathan Salt. He comes out here with Chris Wheeler and they do their little segment. So I don't know, man. Take it for what you want to take it for, but it seems like things are brewing with this guy where he's going to end up somewhere. If it's not Man United, if it's not City, maybe Chelsea, but it seems like he is going to end up in the Premier League one way or another. Let me get a few of these comments, man. Smash the likes, my peoples, man, and we're going to get into the rest of the news, man. I want to play their full squad. Don't want any excuses. Oh, Newcastle, bruv. Are you forgetting the squad that we played them with? When we played Newcastle, we had no one. We didn't have no Bruno Fernandes. We didn't have, where is it? Let me show you, lot. When we played Newcastle, we had no Bruno Fernandes. We had none of the AFCON boys. And we still beat them 1-0 at Old Trafford, even though it was a hard grind. But look at this, bro. So I don't care if they got their whole team out, bro. I don't care if they got their whole team out. Look at the team we played them with. Look at that. That's the first game that Dorgu played as a right winger, and he scored the goal. Mason Mount in the 10, Sesko, Cunha, Ugarte, Casemiro. You know what I'm trying to say? Look at the team we had, and look at our bench, bro. Look at our bench. Look at the subs we made. Jack Fletcher, Xerxes, Yoro. I was at that game, which is crazy. I was actually at the game. I watched the game with my eyes. Xerxes had a stinker. Lamens was booting the ball at him a lot. He couldn't even hold up the ball. Malacia, Fredrickson. We ended that game with Fredrickson, Malacia, Yoro, and who else was the defender? There was someone else. I think it was Heaven. Yeah. Look, Martinez came off on the 88th minute. Shaw came off. So we ended it with Heaven, Malacia, Yoro, and Dallo. Fletcher was in midfield for Casemiro in the 61st minute. No one knows why Amrin done that. So I don't care who they have, bro. We didn't have no Ahmad, no Mbumo. Brother, Sesko didn't hit his form yet. Remember, in this little system, he couldn't handle it. Ruben Amrin system. So I don't care, bro. Bring them. They can all be injured, brother. I'm cool. Because they came to Old Trafford, to our gaff, and we had players out. Bruno Fernandes weren't about. Harry Maguire weren't about. No Ahmad, no Mbumo, and we still got the dub. So now we're going to their gaff. Shaw is injured, of course. Walter Maida might miss it, and I'll show you lot who else. I don't know. Miley's injured as well, so I'm not bothered, bro. Yeah, I'm fine. Let them be all injured. Give them 4 injuries, just for one game. Give them 4 injuries. But it is where it is. So look at this now. Anyway, Tim Sherwood, he came out here and said a thing or two. You know what? Let me get more of these comments and I'll get into it. Because this geezer's a twat. He's an idiot. What happened to Maguire? Well, he won't play. Yeah, no, Maguire's fine. 070. He's fine. He's going to be able to play regardless. It's cool. Metric community, big up yourself, man. Man United. PFC, big up yourself, bro. Big up Met Fun Show. Yes. Let's take one of these free agents. Goretzka, Konate, Harry Wilson, Nathan Ake. Wilson. I'll take Wilson out of all of them. And he's depth. I'll take that as depth. You're going to play Champions League. That's it. But I wouldn't even want you to start. You get it? We've got enough right wingers. Keep up the good work. Love for that, man. Appreciate you, bro, man. Big up yourself. I want Nico Williams ain't coming here. He's not coming here, bro. He dissed Barcelona and Lamar's his best friend. He ain't coming here. Yeah, Maguire got found guilty again. Who cares? Newcastle wanted everyone but Lemons. Yeah, exactly. I told you that. Now look at how already tucking in his chin. Imagine the upgrade from Anthony Garnacho Hoyland. Yeah, it's mad. It's crazy. That's why I'm kind of confident because of the upgrade. I'm kind of confident. I ain't going to lie. I feel kind of alright. Let's get these likes up, people. Subscribe if you're new. Love for that, United man, them, man. Smash the likes, peoples, man. You know what? Always here, man. United need to win this game, bro. Carrick. Well, I reckon we're all right today, man. Counter-attack. Remember, they're at home. They've got to put it to us. We must win tonight, but I'm scared. I don't think today's a must-win, Man United. It's not a must-win, but I know what you're saying. Why not? Let's go for it. Do you know what I'm saying? It was never on Dorgu. It's like the first time played United, a down-to-earth player that gives everything that's help. Yeah, he is promising. I like Dorgu, man. Now I do. When he first came, I was a bit, don't go back to Garnacho. He's finished. We're never going to get him back. He's a myth. We like to sign 8 to 9 men in the summer. We require a decent squad to rotate across Glinios to style up. Man's onto them. You always say Glinios, innit? What's your honest opinion on Diamande, brother? Personally, I haven't watched him play. We get enjoy. You know what the difference is? I've seen little clips of him. He's an explosive winger. You know how, like, all right, Man City's got Doku. Doku's a man. He can take a man on and make something out of nothing. He will get fouled. You need wingers like that. So for us to have Mbeumo on one side, that's more of an outlet. He likes to run on the end of the ball. And then to have like a Diamande, it works. Cunha, he's a man that likes to go in the 10. He likes to drift into the middle. And that's the same as Njai. So I don't think we go for Njai. Because Njai likes to go play central. He likes to drift into the middle. So getting Njai, same as having Cunha. Like people say we have not replaced Ericsson. We got Mbeumo and Cunha who can both play in Ericsson's position. No, they can't. Ericsson, oh yeah, Ericsson is a 10, but I know what you're saying, but we haven't replaced them like for like. You got to remember the players that we let go of. Sancho, that could be Mbeumo. Cunha, that could be that could have been for Garnacho. Like we've lost so much players that we've let go of. You won't even think about it. Remember that was Sancho, Anthony, and Garnacho, 3 wingers all in one window. Win. Even today in a Bandulo team, bro. I don't care if we win 1-0 with an 89th minute penalty, bro. Let's just get the dub and cut out. Literally 6 points away from Liverpool. Hopefully Chelsea lose. 9 points off Chelsea. I'm happy with that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I missed that song and the fan base needs it too. Trust me. I'm going to get these comments in a minute, man. Smash the likes, my peoples, man. Keep them coming. So look at this now. Look at this. This push shows. Tim Sherwood. The geezer came out here and said, Sesko, he shouldn't have a Man United shirt. He's rubbish. Ray shouldn't be anywhere near that club. Dissing him for no reason. After he just scored 2 goals, you know, to Burnley. Imagine that, you know. He scored 2 goals, 2 goals against Burnley, and he said he should never ever have. Look at this. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it, man? I'm gonna get it, especially. But yeah, he came out basically and said Sesko should never wear the Man United top, even though he just scored 2 goals. He's not a Man United player. Blah blah blah. Yeah. This is it here. Look, there we go. Tim Sherwood. He took 6 months to turn up. No, this is gas. He must be gemming it. He must be gemming it. Him off the pitch. I had him off the pitch at half-time, never to wear a Man United shirt again. I stand by what I say. He's not good enough to play for Man United. He's turned up for 1 game against Burnley. This is against after we beat Burnley 2-0. No, 2-2 draw, but he scored the 2 goals. This is what he said about the guy, and he just scored 2 goals, a young striker. Just imagine that. And then obviously now he's come out and he's basically changed these tunes and he said, listen, I owe the kid an apology because Michael Carrick has all of a sudden put a battery charger in him. He's playing to his strengths. But where's all this for Gyökeres and all these guys? Where's all this? Man will do this to a 22, 23, 21-year-old strikers, but they won't come out here and have the same energy for guys like Gyökeres and who else is out there? Delap. What about Liam Delap? This is what I'm saying, man. The English thing is a bit mad. Because why is no one talking about Delap? Is he good enough to play for Chelsea Football Club? What's happening? Why am I not seeing anything about Delap, bro? Gyökeres gets away with it because Arsenal are winning anyway. Arsenal are winning, so Gyökeres will get away with it. What's going on with Liam Delap? What's happening? Nothing. But my man scores 2 goals and then you go crazy on him. What are we doing here? Let's see what's going on over here. Look at that. 23 years old, 1 goal, 0 assist in 19 matches. 1 goal, 0 assist in 19 matches. Let's look at the overall. Look at this. 32 games overall. So that's 4 competitions that they're in. Yeah? Did he even play at the Club World Cup? I can't even remember. 4 competitions that they're in. He's got 3 goals in 32 games and you don't hear nothing from them. This is why I tell you lot, the English bias in this is crazy, bro. Like, why is no one talking about him? Nothing. But now he's saying that he's playing to his strengths. Rare. Why don't you give him that chance for people to even play to his strengths? These guys are idiots, man. I don't really rate them, man. Tim Sherwood, your apologies not accepted over here. Yeah, keep it moving, please. We don't care about it. Cool. So that's that anyway. Look at this now. So this has just come out today. This is the Premier League table since Christmas Day. Manchester United top, Brentford on Champions League, Tottenham rock bottom, record low points total, Wolves and champions dark horses, Aston Villa, both comfortably mid-table. So Wolves are 12th. People are saying Wolves might make it out, which is crazy. They'll have to win at least 6 of their last 8 games. I don't think they do make it out. But, bro, they're on a different thing. I'm happy we don't have to go there anymore because, bro, the way they're moving right now, Molyneux, is crazy. But look at that, though. That's the table from Christmas Day. We've got 0 losses. We've scored 19 goals. We've conceded 10. Mad. Top of the league. Arsenal second. Man City. Brentford's in there. Liverpool. As you can see, look at the bottom, though. Look at Tottenham. Rock bottom. Madness. 7 points since Christmas Day. They haven't even won a game in 2026. They haven't even won a game in 2026. Crazy. So that's it. That's the league table. If it started from Christmas Day, of course it didn't. So it is what it is. But it just shows that we've been on a trajectory, which has been lovely. And let's just long may it continue, bro. Long may it continue. Move on from that. We've got some more links about transfers. Obviously, we want a left winger. So Dortmund winger Karim Adeyemi is stalling on signing a new contract and hopes to join a team in the Premier League. That's come from Sportworld, which is a German source. And I heard some stuff about him before, stalling on his contract as well before. We was kind of linked with him before. I think Fabrizio said something about him. Watch out for Adeyemi or something like that. Was it Fabrizio that came out and said something like that? Like he's going to get a move soon or something. But he just reminds me of a player that will go to somewhere like Aston Villa. You know, like Villa, they love these fast players like Marlon. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like he's just Aston Villa'd off. I could just see Aston Villa on him. I can't see him coming to Man United because he, apart from his speed, I don't really see him bring nothing else. Maybe I'm wrong. You lot tell me. I don't really watch him. I don't watch the Bundesliga that heavy, so I can't go off their players and get gassed. But yeah, man, we'll see what happens with him, man. But he's looking at a Premier League move. We want a left winger. He ain't going to be that pricey as well because he's playing for Dortmund. He's not lighting it up, obviously. So who knows what will happen. But we'll see what happens, innit? If anything does come from it, you know I'll be here straight away showing you like exactly what's going on. Look at this.
Finish, let's go. Come on, touch him.
Recovery mode.
Finish, let's go. Wide. Touch, take him. Good. Take his side. Push, right foot.
Yeah.
Finish.
He seems like he's nearly back, man. He might be back soon, bro, because he's already kicking the ball and all that. Obviously, he's got to be doing up the team training and all that. But remember, if you've got a hamstring injury or whatever, you're not meant to move or nothing. You're not even meant to walk. So the fact that he's doing all of this shows that maybe he's obviously getting better. He's getting closer and closer. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And he's pulling on his thing, look, soon back. So my man's shooting the ball, left foot and right foot. He's not jogging, he's running. Bro, he's back soon, bro. He's back soon. And obviously they said 10 weeks from the Arsenal game. The Arsenal game was in January, right? January the 17th or something like that. So 10 weeks from then, that's like 2 months and a half. So yeah, April, early April, he should be back team training and everything. So big up the boy Dorgu, man. He was having his best season ever. And then he just got injured at the worst time possible. So big up Dorgu, but he should be back soon, man. And we kind of need him back for that last stretch, man. We've got some good teams to play. Chelsea, Liverpool, etc. Brighton away. It's not going to be easy, man. So we need him back still. And then boom, now we got this stuff now. Obviously, Eddie Howe himself. Look at this. He came out and is this the one? No, this ain't. This is an illness in 4th of November. This ain't the same one. Let me take that one there off. So they keep having illnesses in their squad though anyway. But look at this. So Mundo Deportivo's gone out there. The Barcelona, they're keeping a close eye on them. Because remember, they're playing Barcelona. Are they playing them next? No, they're playing Man City. Then they're playing Barca, I think, next Thursday. So Barcelona fans are keeping a close eye on them. Because they're saying, yo, we're playing you lot next. And they're just scared of the Prem. They got popped down by Chelsea, Barca. They're just shook at the Prem now where they understand certain teams, they might be on it. Look, they played them on Tuesday. So they got City on Saturday and then they play them on Tuesday. So they're keeping a close eye on them. And they say, listen, a week before facing Barcelona, the Newcastle squad has been hit with a virus, Mundo Deportivo. And that's obviously Barcelona source. I don't know how he's got where his sources have come from and got that info. But Eddie Howe said something alike in the press conference anyway. He said, yeah, there's been a bug. But he only said Weltermader. You know, these guys like to play mind games. They don't want to give you all the information so that you can train a certain way, etc. So I don't know, but it's coming out. Everyone's putting it out. Newcastle squad are suffering from a virus. What's his name? Ramsey. What's his first name again? Whatever his name is. Ramsey, anyway. He came off the pitch against Everton. He was literally, apparently, he was vomiting. Like, he was that sick. He came off the pitch against Everton because he had the bug. Walter Mader's got the bug. Apparently, he's going to miss today. So, yeah, the Newcastle squad are suffering from a virus, as Eddie Howe confirmed. He only really said Walter Mader ain't trained. We don't know about anyone else. So we might actually be surprised today where 1-2 players might be missing or 1-2 players that they usually play might even turn up on the bench because they're not ready yet. Do you know what I'm saying? So this is the predicted lineup that they're even going with themselves on foot mob and that, and they're not even putting Walter Maida and all of that in there. Ramsey's meant to be cool and be back, but who else has got this bug? If Ramsey had it against Everton, Walter Maida's got it now. Who else has got it? You're all in the same changing rooms. I don't know what's going on. But as you can see, look, yeah, they've got a few injuries anyway. Livramento's not going to be there. Jimenez, Miley, that's their right back. You know, Trippier's having to play there now. Trippier, they hate him. They're saying, "Black, we don't want this guy playing it." Shaw, that's their normal centre back. But remember, they've got a lot of depth when it comes to centre backs. So it is where it is. We'll see what happens with that situation. But they've got a little bug going on over there where we don't know who's even going to turn up. Anyone could turn up. We might end up going there and there's 3 players that you're thinking, raw, they're not even on the bench. And then we get surprised. You know what I'm trying to say? So we'll see. I know you lot saw Liverpool yesterday get dunked on. So Bosley's out here with a new hairstyle and that. Safe. And they're taking a piss out of him. Different. Madness. So look at Bruno Fernandes anyway. So this is the Athletic. They're saying, yo, listen, he has to be up there for PFA, which is Premier League Player of the Year, etc.
See,
no one knows what's going to happen, man. Like, obviously, all this stuff is mostly, it's down to trophies, isn't it? We're not going to get no trophies. Do you know what I'm saying? So, really, Bruno's going to get bumped. Declan Rice, people are saying that he's going to win it. Bro, he's only going to win it because he takes loads of corners. Do you know what I'm trying to say? He takes loads of corners. And if they was to win the Premier League and then win the Champions League or something, which I don't think they will do, that's when they will turn around and say, yeah, you know what? We have to give it to Declan Rice or whoever is part of that team that wins it a lot. So that's all it's really going to be. It's becoming this commercial thing now where they don't ever give it to the people that actually perform the best. It's just about who's performed the best in the team that's won everything. Do you know what I'm going to say? Like Dembele got the Ballon d'Or. Like, do you know what I'm saying? That's how it goes now. So it is where it is, man. It's going to be weird to see what happens. But Bruno Fernandes, everyone knows my man's a quality player, man. Different. I'm going to get a few of these comments in the chat, etc. Smash the likes if you haven't already, man, my peoples, man. Mount got a knock, Martinez a calf injury. United are telling us their injuries. Please sell Mount. Man, you win. Yeah, man, we need to get the W. Glenios should sell the deadwood. If Mount isn't sold, it'll be the same story again next season. Yeah, 100% Glenios. Sounds like Heaven and Euro will be our defense against a fast-paced Newcastle. Massive trouble tonight. Heaven, hearing that Nagelsmann looks to be the manager they will choose. If they can't keep Carrick, they should go all out for Enrique. And but Enrique wouldn't. People are talking like PSG's like Marseille or something, bro. PSG's a big team. They got loads of money. They've built his squad already for him where he's going to win them a Champions League for the first time. He's got no reason to leave. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he leaves, man. Enrique just resigned for PSG on a massive contract. That's what I'm saying. They're going to give him a massive contract. They got P's over there as well, you know. Massive P's. Amrin was a Ram. Xerxes was the only attacking sub we had that day. Yeah, remember, I was watching that game and I was like, this is mad. The amount of times they were putting in corners as well was mental. I remember that game like yesterday. Big up yourself though, Mike, man. I hope you're good, bro. I know, but I just hated the constant defensive subs. Even if we had everybody that day, I just know free. Yeah, always. And that's what I like about Carrick. He's always going mad. I'll be honest, Njai over Diamande. 100%. I think everyone would say that because of the Premier League proven and the fact that we know Njai. We know what we're going to get out of him. Do you know what I'm saying? But Diamande, I know what they're going with. They're going with someone that's more explosive, like Semenyo takes players on. Njai will take players on, but Semenyo is more of a winger. Do you know what I'm saying? So he wants to be on the wing. We need nothing less than a W today. Open the gap a bit on Chelsea and Liverpool. 100%. I hope Chelsea lose. I'll be real. What are your predictions for today's match? I think it's going to be a nasty one. I'm going 1-0 again, or maybe a 2-1. 1-0 or maybe a 2-1. Literally. I think it's going to be nasty. Jackson got cooked for scoring 14 Premier League goals. Exactly. And now you've got Delap here. Man's only got 3 goals and they're cool with him. They're just bigging him up. Most informed striker. Yeah, these minutes as well. His goal ratio minutes is crazy. I would keep him in the summer. If there's no one else out there, if it's only Glasner and all of these Marco Silvers and that, I would definitely keep Carrick. I'm not on it, bro. I'm not trying to get someone new to come on it, especially if we keep winning and we're unbeaten and we're doing what we need to do. But I'm happy with a draw at Newcastle tonight. You know, if we win, I'm happy. But I don't mind if we draw because it's a tough place to go to, bro. So you get it. I've got myself like that. He's a scrub. I don't want to name my club. He's Aston Villa off. All I can see looking at him is Aston Villa. I can't see no one else. I'll be real. Literally. When I look at him, all I see is Aston Villa. Cool. Let me show you the lineup that I will go with anyway, because a lot of people are split. What's gonna happen? Is it gonna be Ahmad? Is it gonna be Sesko? This is obviously the lineup that we went with last time, so it automatically changes. So Heaven obviously put himself. He done the little Instagram post thing. So I think Heaven actually starts. What's this, Sully? Look at that. Sully just gave us a bomber. Let me quickly go there. Michael Carrick has been nominated for the February Premier League Manager of the Month. Is that another one now? Well, unbeaten as well. What's that? What's he done in February? Is that 2 wins and a draw against West Ham? West Ham draw and 2 wins. Who do we beat? Fulham. Is Fulham in February? Yeah, Fulham. Why am I moving like I ain't got the thing right in front of me? So yeah, this geezer is just snapping it up differently, man. We go out there and win today. He might even be up for the March one as well. Crazy, bro. Let's see what happened in February then. So look at that then. Look, we beat Fulham on the 1st of February, beat Tottenham on the 7th of February, drew West Ham, and then we beat Everton. He's probably going to get that as well. 3 wins and a draw. I don't think anyone got a better record than that. He probably wins that one as well, I'll be real. I don't think anyone. Man City, probably Pep. Man City's the only other team I think that's won every game. So I think he gets that one still. We'll see. We'll see what happens anyway. Let's get back to the lineup anyway. So this is what I reckon we go with. You lot let me know what your lineups will be in the comment and what your score predictions will be. Let me know what you lot think. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it will be a 2-1 graft if we win, or a 1-0. Maybe even a 2-2. Who knows? But cool, let's go. So this is the lineup that we went with the last game that we played. And obviously, remember, they love set pieces. That's the only kind of route. Burn, Shaw's injured. Who else is there? Let me look at their lineup. Look, they got that Theo guy, this geezer, Burn. Walter Maida's meant to be injured. So let's just change him with, Jacob Ramsey. That's his name. Let's just change him with Jacob Ramsey at this time. And Willock, sorry. Yeah, so it's like that. Boom. So if you look at it like that, they got Joe Linton, Theo, Burn. That's 3 players that are good at set pieces. We've obviously got Casemiro, Maguire. We don't know if he starts for sure. Sesko, we don't know if he starts. So let's just say that they're all fit to start and they're all ready. I would literally go, because remember, we're kind of playing on the counter. So I reckon he gets Ahmad in, you know, because we're kind of playing on the counter. They got to press us. We're at their ground and they've been losing. Their morale is on the floor at the moment. So I reckon he plays Ahmad. I don't know if it's going to be Cunha and Mbeumo. I reckon he probably goes Ahmad for Cunha, you know. This is what I reckon he probably does. But I don't know. And then obviously if Heaven comes in for Maguire, then that would be the thing there. And then Shaw's meant to be all right as well. He was sick. He wasn't injured. If it isn't Shaw, we all know that's a straight swap with Mazraoui. It's calm. Do you lot agree with this lineup? What do you lot think? I reckon this is the best lineup we could possibly go with because of the speed. Remember, they've got speed themselves, and Ahmad gives us a lot defensively. So does Mbeumo. Them man, they are good off the ball defensively. Cunha come off the bench, 70th minute, put you up front. Sesko come off or whatever way. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's the other way where Sesko's on the bench, but I just don't want to mess up Sesko's confidence too much. Where you've gone out there, you're scoring goals, you started, scored a goal. And then now we go against Newcastle, we don't trust you again. You know what I mean? But it is where it is. That's what depth is for, isn't it? You've got to have depth. So this is how I'm going, man. And obviously we're going to be compact and then we just break off the counters. And you got guys like Elanga, Harvey Barnes and that. They can't break through players when it's a low block. They need space to run. It's like Martinelli, Garnacho, Pedro Neto. They're the same type of players. They need space to run into. They're not guys that can just go through a low block. So this is what I would go with because they're going to leave some space up there. And especially when you look at their team and they got Trippier as their right back. Lewis Hall is a good left back. I like him still, but come on, we could still do our 1s and 2s. Burn is very, very dopey. This geezer is a dopey guy. So if you give him a striker, he might be able to deal with it a bit easier because 2 of them, him and Theo. But if you give him someone like a Mbeumo that will come a bit forward to the ball, they might bamboozle them. Like, do you know what I'm saying? They might not know how to move. So who knows what's going to happen? Obviously, Tonali, he's a threat. We've got to look out for him. There's no Bruno G. Joe Linton's there. They played Joe Linton at left wing against Everton. He played. This is the lot. this is the lineup that they used in their last game. Every time you click it straight away, it shows you the lineup that the team used the last time they played. So this is the lineup that we played with the last time. This is the lineup that Newcastle used. Joe Linton at left wing against Everton. How does that even make any sense? Eddie Howe, I'm watching Newcastle content creators now because they keep losing. So I'm actually watching them now, eating popcorn. And they're like, this guy's lost his mind. He doesn't even know what he's doing anymore. This geezer, it's like having Casemiro on the wing. He is their destroyer. And you put him on the left wing and they couldn't get nothing out of it. So, boy, we'll see what happens, man. My man might go out there and do something mad again today. We'll see. But that's more or less it, my peoples, man. I'm going to obviously be here straight after the game with my little match reaction that's going to be live. So as soon as the game is finished, bam, I'll be straight on. So make sure you lot are here, man. Smash the like, subscribe. Appreciate every single one of you lot. Peace.
Some celebs pull up loco. You know we are next, pull up mobos. They gon' be there on repeat, they're like, oh no. Where's the mix it up, let's take a photo now. But for now, I'm loco. For now, the service beat, I'm more loud. I said I'm more loud, I'm more loud. Can't touch that.